Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It is time for another battle report. So, over the last couple of weeks I've had a few changes in some things. So first things first, we've renamed the channel. The original name was just sort of a quick one and some brain bashing with some mates and stuff like that. The new name of the channel is Death From Above 40k Battle Report, so hope you like it. Tonight, Dave's invited me around for a 1500 point game. He's painted up a whole new army to show on the channel. He's told me to just put something together and come and have a go at it. Haven't used the Orks for a while, so I've decided that that's what I'll do. Get them out. So, what have we got in this list? Similar to what I've used before. So, we've got a battalion. So, HQs, we've got Big Mech with the custom force field and Power Claw. Then second in charge, we've got a War Boss. Same thing again, Shooter, Claw. Then we have 1, 2, 3 units of Shooter Boys. So the big one at the front, 30 man strong, 3 rockets and a Knob with a rocket and Power Claw. Over here, 2 units of Boys in Trucks. So we've got the Knob with Power Claw combi rocket and we've got the rocket launcher. That's just someone just going nuts on the motorbike. Then we've got the truck with the rocket, so 3 rockets, and then this one here is identical. So shooters and shooters. Then in elites, we've got a 5-man unit of Knobs with big choppers. So I've used these before and they're pretty good, nice and cheap. I think this unit's like 80 points or something for the 5 of them. Really good bargain. Then in heavy support, so we've got a 10-man looter squad, which is also in a truck with a rocket, and that's where this guy will hitch a ride. That's why it's 10. So pretty much I can put all the army mounted in something. Yeah, so he'll be in there. And then obviously we've got the Gorkanaut at the back. Pan this up a little bit. And in that, the 5 Knobs and the War Boss will go. So depending on how, I think this time what I'll do is pretty much just set the 3 trucks and the Gorkanaut up and then put this 30-man squad in the teleporter, and that just gives me pretty much 4 units on the table, so I set up pretty quickly and we'll see how that goes. Tactics wise, pretty straightforward, just heaps of shooting, all that sort of good stuff, plus followed up heaps of power claws, combat, and yeah. See how the Gorkanaut goes. I've only used him once before. Really want to give him another go and see if in this battle report tonight he can do something. Alright, so I'll head around to Dave's, see what he's got in store, and we'll get this battle report underway. Alright, so I've got to Dave's. Here's the new surprise army that he's been working on. So this is 1500 points of Custodes. That's right, all 20 models. So what do you got in here, Dave?
So it's a battalion. So I've got the 2 shield captains, all them 2.
Yep.
One on a Dawn Eagle jet bike.
Yep.
So pretty standard Custode sort of.
Pretty flash.
Characters. I've got one on foot.
Yep.
Just so he can lead the Custode guard on foot.
Yep.
What's
this thing?
That one there is an elite choice. They're called the Vexillus Praetor. Their banner basically is -1 to hit for all units within 6 of it. So it keeps the survivability of the army alive a bit longer.
That's pretty cool.
And your 3 troop choices. So
yep.
2 5-man. Both got a storm shield in there.
Yep.
Just for the 3 up. And then I've got a big 5-man squad which test out, drop them in deep strike, something like that.
Alright.
And yeah, one of them's got a shield. And then basically the meat and potato of the army are the Virtus Praetors, which are the bike-mounted Custodes, which a lot of people would know are friggin' amazing. Hurricane bolters, yeah, hard to kill.
They look like Judge Dredd, which makes them cooler.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 1500 points. So we'll set up a mission and we'll see what these things can do. Alright, so we've set up a mission called Vital Intelligence. So we've got 1 objective here over this side, 2, 3, 1 in the middle that is, 4 and 5, so it's progressive points. Finally I set up first, so unless Dave steals the initiative, we'll get first turn. So over here for the Orks in my deployment, we've got the big guy, he's got the war boss and the knobs inside him. Then we got boys in here, boys in here. Oops, sorry about the light. Then we got the, this has got the looters in it with the big mech. And then we've got a 30 man squad on the teleporter. So 5 drops. Then over here for Dave, he's just sort of hidden behind this because that big guy's making his way across. And he's got them all clustered around here, so they're -1 to hit, so I'm going to need them 6s to do anything to these guys. Alright, so, you want to try and seize the initiative, Dave?
Actually, I'm going to give you the first turn.
What? Dun, dun, dun. Alright guys, no seize the initiative today. Dave wants to see what we're going to do. I'll have Orks turn 1. We'll go over there and fight this 12 man strong unit. Alright, Orks turn 1 is about to go. Alright, real quick, Ork turn 1. So they were here. This truck moved over to this objective. This truck moved to here. This truck moved over to this objective. And the Gorkonaut moved up here. Everything shot pretty much at this unit here. And we took 2 wounds off one guy. Alright, so not a lot in the first turn. We'll let the Custodes have their first turn. See if they can blow up some stuff. And we'll go from there. Alright. Alright, and the Custodes turn 1. So they've come over here, just made like a manoeuvre forward. Pretty much all the fire was on this guy in the centre, which they took off 11 wounds. And then in return, I got one of these guys down to 1 wound left. So they're pretty tough. And then at the end of the battle round,
so I got 1 point, and you got 3, because you got, that's worth 2, and that's worth 1.
Yep,
so
and this one's contested.
Yeah. Alright,
so that's the end of the first battle round, points wise. I'll have my turn 2, and we'll see what happens. Alright, end of Orks turn 2. So most of the battle happened here in the centre. The big guy lost some wounds. I think he's lost 13 total. Killed a bike. Then over here, there was a big kerfuffle. I lost my knobs. The war boss is okay. We killed a bike and one of the bikes is on 1 wound, so that was definitely worth it. And so far I've sort of stayed back with my trucks where he can't damage me with his boulders on the objectives. And that's it for the Orks turn 2. We'll see what the Custodes do in their next turn 2. It's getting really brutal really quickly. Cunning but brutal. Alright, end of Custodes turn 2 in the centre here. They've blown away the big guy. And over here they killed my war boss, so I lost pretty much now the Gorkonaut and everything that was in it. So Morkonaut and everything that was in it. Other than that though, the rest of the army just sort of moved around. Points wise at the end of this battle round I'm on 7 and Dave's on 5. So we'll keep going. Because I've still got plenty of boys. And every loss for him is a bad thing. Oh. Alright, end of Orks turn 3. So over here I brought the mob of boys in, killed one of these guys and took 1 wound and landed on the objective with a heap of guys, so hopefully I can hold that. Over here, these guys shot over here, killing yet another bike, they're still on there. The combination of everything else, this and this here, and that took one of them guys and I think he's got 2 wounds left, so we're slowly hacking our way through them but not successfully. Very tough army. Alright, so Dave's still got a lot of stuff on the table sort of. We'll let him have his turn 3 and we'll see what happens. Alright, end of Custodes turn 3. They have come back across the battlefield here and removed this 30-man Ork unit, which was the idea. I wanted to put the pressure on Dave and he responded. Over here blew up a truck and we got out, but I still held this objective because we outnumber him even though we're both troops. In the centre here, he's well and truly taken that. And then I've got me 2 trucks over here unscathed. So we both got a bit from the fight. I'll have my 4th turn and see if I can't blow holes in him. Alright. Right, end of Orks turn 4. We've still got this objective over here. I moved forward here with the tactic of shooting in here, and I killed a few guys, but I also wanted to put pressure on this objective. Over here, we got beat up real bad. So it's actually turned around, it's not looking good for the Orks. These seem to be probably their biggest struggle I've had so far. Not due to their damage, but just due to being able to remove them. These are tough mofos. Right, Dave will have his turn 4, yeah, and we'll see if he can't get something done. Right, end of Custodes turn 4, and it's gotten really bad. Everything is dead in my army except for this truck full of boys over here bravely holding this objective, so I'm going to have to do some really brave shit. Alright, so Dave's on all these objectives now. So points wise though, I'm on 12 and Dave's on 13 and we're going into the 5th round, so there's a good chance if I can... Well, I'm probably not going to win it, but anyway. I'm going to hang in there, we don't give up. Alright, so I'll have my turn, see if I can kill some stuff and we'll go from there. Alright. Well, that was a super quick turn. I had 1 unit. Tried to shoot over here. This storm shield just tanked everything. So pretty much Dave's going to have his turn 5 and I'm going to see if I can survive this onslaught. My mission now for moral victory for myself is to just not be tabled. Alright, get back to you after Dave's had his turn. Alright, at the end of turn 5, Dave blew up my truck and he's on me with all these guys moving forward. That is all I've got left on this objective here. And then these guys over here. So Dave's got little bits of pieces everywhere. He's going to roll dice now to see if it goes on. Do I get another turn or does it end here?
1 or 2 it finishes.
That's a 3. So it looks like I'm going to shoot these and then I'm going to get myself a solid table and let's get to it. I'll have me turn 6. I don't want it to, I want it to end, but anyway. Let's get at it. Alright. End of Orks turn 6. We're getting our heads kicked in, but we managed to smash a shield captain's face in before we meet our inevitable end. So Dave's going to have his turn 6. It looks like it's going to be short and sweet, but I'm super happy. Moral victory. Killed his warlord. End up just getting stomped out in every other way. Alright, he'll have his turn and we'll get back to his. Alright, so the inevitable has happened. This captain come in and avenged by just slicing up the last Ork knob after these guys shot the rest of them. And that's game with another victory to Dave. You got anything you want to add to this, Dave?
No, I mean, that was the first time I've used the full army of Custodes and they're a very fun army. I mean, they're hard to kill. Who doesn't love the bodyguard of the Emperor?
It is pretty cool. They do look cool. You've done a good job painting them. And look forward to 2. These are not the bases Dave's keeping. As you've seen with his other armies, he's going to be doing some, what he's called mad dog basing. That's not what he said, I just talk shit. But look forward to that. I'm looking forward to it. He said he's going to have all sorts of things like dead guardsmen and debris and everything all over the shop. So that's something to look forward to. Alright, if you like, give me a like and subscribe to the channel and we'll get back to you with some more battle reports and hopefully I'll never have to face these guys again. Peace out.